fire signs, it looks as though the energy for you for the week overall is that of peace and healing and maybe a bit of withdrawal into yourself. So this is the time to kind of regather your energy overall, is what it seems. It feels like you want to move into territory that is more emotionally rewarding. In fact, you're quite impatient maybe to take that leap, but you may feel quite stuck in place at the moment. And it might feel like enforced kind of retreat, but this is a very healing time. There's some kind of consolidation going on for you. So the energy here is about not being too impatient to rush forward. There is some baggage still to deal with maybe, and you may well be quite well through this process, but there might just be a bit more healing to do. This seems to be to do with relationships and agreements of all kinds. Any kind of bond that you have with one or more other people, contractual arrangements, or just people you're very close to. It can be friends, lovers, soulmates, like-minded people. So that comes into play as well, and you may have seen some reflection of your own ego or yourself being mirrored back to you by somebody, or you may do this week. And that might be what throws you into this contemplation, or maybe you realize there is a bit more healing that you want to do because you don't quite like what you see. The Hanged Man card indicates new perspective by being forced to look at things in a different way, and a mirror is obviously the opposite, almost reflecting back at you. That makes you think, is that really what I look like? And you can see there that the outfit is a little bit different in reality as opposed to what's in the mirror. There can be a bit of idealization there of either yourself or someone else, so maybe the mirror is not reflecting accurately, but there is this necessity to just kind of wait a while and look at everything from upside down, from a different perspective. Let's see what else the universe wants you to know about this energy for the week ahead. Well, there is some unforeseen event that may crop up this week. This is my wildcard energy from this deck. It sort of indicates anything could happen, something could take you by surprise. And it may well be to do with a water sign female, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or this is just you in the realm of your emotions, feeling upside down, unwilling, unable to receive love in the way you want to receive love at the moment. But you are being urged not to be aggressively defensive. So don't go knocking everyone down. Don't go fighting circumstances if things change, especially. It is sort of go with the flow energy. Let down your guard. Be a bit vulnerable maybe. There seems to be a resurrection of a past situation, or that might be what you are wanting this week. But there is something very mysterious going on. Either you see somebody else as being quite unknowable, or that's the way they see you. There does seem to be this element of impatience, again being called to mind because you are being urged to nourish the shadow. So you may be really wanting things to revitalize. This is all about looking within at where you might be acting from a place of being wounded, from past hurts where you're defending yourself. You really are being asked to let your defenses down a bit. Be a bit more vulnerable, maybe be a bit less mysterious if you want a resurrection in some element of your life here. There is a turning point. This is a time of adjustment where you look back at what went wrong in the past or what happened in the past so you can kind of move on from it, like take learnings from it. Don't beat yourself up about it, but just learn from it and go, okay, I've got that now, and make adjustments so that you can move forward to something new. Again, you are healing. This time of stagnation, it feels, isn't in vain because you are healing. This is like this processing time that you are in right now. You're being urged to lean away from conflict, ego battles, even you're battling within yourself over something that is an essence of something to leave behind or lean away from. And it really does echo this card here about fighting for your rights, being in reverse. You want to just calm the farm and maybe take a step back from defending your ego. And ego is just where you've been hurt. So it's just nourishing yourself, nourishing the shadow, this poor little beaten child that lives within you, giving it some love and some peace and some stability. Ironically though, the energy to lean towards is leaving behind the roots of your life. The Four of Wands are showing up in reverse here. So this is your home, your hearth, your sort of entrenched stability that may be feeling quite confining these days. So it's time to seek a little bit more freedom. This really does feel like the end point of all of this healing that you've been doing within your four walls. There is coming the time when it is, this is sort of stepping out into unknown territory, leaving your history and your past patterns that have kept your ego safe. It's sort of going, well, that behavior doesn't serve me anymore. It's time to try new things. And that's all about nourishing your shadow. It is all about getting to grips with the mysteries within and really looking at why you feel like you are not in a place where you can receive love at the moment. Let's get a couple more cards to finish up here. Fire signs for the week ahead, your general energy. Well, you may be suffering from the pain of all that you have lost or stand to lose. This feels very fear-based, obviously, fear, victimization. The card here is Virgo, new moon, a time to give rather than take. Now, for me, Virgo is actually more about being discerning, learning to see what is a loss and what is a lack, and then what maybe is just your fear of it. So I would be discerning about this theme for this week. That seems to be the guidance here. And loss and lack can be very ego-based fear. Just coming back to this card here about nourishing your shadow, and there might be some baggage to let go of here. So Virgo is very much about discerning what to keep and what to let go of. And it might be that you have to stop fighting to prove, to win a battle or to prove something. And maybe time to concede some things. So it might be time to make a judicious truce in some way, even if it's a battle you've been fighting within yourself. So it is time to stop the fight in some way. And it feels like it's time to enter a more gentle kind of realm of healing. So I hope that helps you, my darlings. And now the reading for all signs. The topics I got given were love, money, and chaos. So let's take a quick whiz around those three topics for the whole collective. Well, in love, it seems as though you are impatiently waiting for stuff to happen, for romance to come in or for it to improve, for your efforts to kind of show some results here. And this week, it is actually all about facing reality, facing your fears. So in love, make sure you are not deluding yourself. Chasing old dreams is a theme that has come up again and again recently, like realizing your old dreams are no longer valid because you have far surpassed them. So it's a matter of unlocking your true desires and your true potential here by facing your fears that you're not good enough. Interesting that these are both birds and they're both kind of, there's some dark kind of energy there, saying that it might be time to lighten up and look on the bright side, be less interested in the delay and focusing on the impatience there. One thing that might help you is to really look at your long-term goals and aspirations. 9th house there. See this in the broad context of your life. So the big picture. Saturn, there are some maybe hurdles to jump, but promises rewards and fulfillment when you've paid your dues. And so it might just be this week in love. You are still paying your dues, and that is absolutely fine. Use the time to make sure you're going into your heart and realizing how far you've come, and that some of your old fears are actually no longer have them in your grip, and be very pleased about that. For money, it seems like a week of achievement is ahead for you. Not only Capricorn, sun shining a light in the Capricorn 10th house of your public persona, your fame point, your career, but there is this sense of joy and achievement somehow coming through this week for your finances. You may well have gone within, dug deep, and really plumbed the depths of your own psyche here to unlock some kind of secrets about the ways in which you've held yourself back. Or maybe you are now such an expert at what you do because you've really gone deep on your specialist subject. Whatever it is paying off, and this week or very shortly, your finances should be taking a quantum jump, or your career, your endeavors will take a leap that will unlock a lot of potential for you. This is the card of joy, and this is the card also of stability, emotional stability, because you have everything you need. And that is a beautiful energy to come in with the sun shining a big warm spotlight on your career and achievement, your fame house here. Okay, what about chaos? I've never had that as a topic before. The moon in reverse seems to indicate that you have shed quite a bit of illusion in your life, and there might be this tipping point where things are changing. It might feel like chaos. In fact, it feels like progress. Look at this. There is baggage that you are releasing. You are taming and attaining mastery over your inner fears. This seems to be quite a theme this week, but you are certainly on the verge of unlocking it. So if things seem a bit unstable, you're a bit uncertain, try and have faith that this shake-up or chaos is actually leading you onwards to release baggage, to enter this new realm of your life, where you are no longer being deluded or fooled by something, or being held hostage by nameless fears. Look at this. Jupiter in the first house is expansive energy. It's good luck, and it's all to do with you and your persona, how you present in the world. You may be more visible this week. You may rise up in some kind of chaotic situation. Chaos is a bit of an extreme word. It might just be changes, things that shake things up just ever so slightly. They might just expand your sense of power. Mars rules Aries there. First house of Aries, stuff like going forth, pursuing your goals. So there might just be new opportunities here to get more expansive in the way you show up in the world. So that is the outlook for all signs for the week ahead. If you would like your own personal reading, go to my website, abundancelovejoy.com. But meanwhile, this is Sarah wishing you much abundance, love, and joy, and as little chaos as possible for the week ahead.